everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, I'm Keisha Lewis, a certified diabetes care and education specialist and occupational therapist. And I'm so glad that you tuned in today. I have over 23 years of clinical experience, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button. And if you like what you hear, please remember to share it, because as my friend always says, sharing is truly caring. Today we're talking about something that I'm passionate about, diabetes education, and why working with a diabetes coach like myself can be transformative for your healthcare journey. You know, managing diabetes isn't just about medication and counting carbs. It's about navigating life with confidence while balancing your healthcare needs and all the other hectic stuff that goes on in your life. And that's exactly what coaching is. It comes into play because it helps with some of that. In the next few minutes, I'll share why diabetes coaching fills a crucial gap in diabetes care, who benefits from it the most, and what makes our approach at Welldom different from other options out there. So let's start with the question I often hear. So what's the benefit of one-on-one diabetes coaching over what information I get from my doctor? This is such an important question, and I'm glad you asked. So your medical team is absolutely essential because they provide diagnosis, treatment plans, and medical oversight about your diabetes. They're focused on your clinical outcomes, and those quarterly visits that you have with your doctor are very important. But here's what typically happens, okay? You see the doctor for maybe 15 or 30 minutes every 3 months, maybe even every 6 months. They check your numbers, they adjust your medications if needed, and then they send you on your way with general guidelines. But then there's the other 8,700 hours between the appointments where you're making hundreds of decisions about your diabetes every day. And that's where coaching comes in, and that's why I'm here to help. So let me share a quick story about one of my clients. We'll call her Jennifer. Jennifer has excellent medical care and great doctors. Her doctor provided her a solid treatment plan, but she struggled with implementing it in her busy life. So her doctor told her to exercise more, but that just didn't help her figure out when and how, because Jennifer was a busy mom and she already had a really packed day. Through coaching, we identified specific workouts and specific 15 minutes in her day and created a realistic movement plan that really worked for her life and not against it. 3 months later, her A1C had improved, and more importantly, she felt in control. Diabetes coaches don't replace your medical team. What we do is we bridge the gap between clinical recommendations and real-life implementation. So let's talk about the benefits of a coach. Now, you might be thinking, I've been managing diabetes for years, Keisha. Do I really need coaching? This is a great question. But coaching isn't just for newly diagnosed patients. In fact, some of my most successful clients have been living with diabetes for decades. Diabetes management is a lifelong journey with different phases and challenges. I always tell people it can be like a roller coaster with ups and downs. So I tell my clients, before you met me or before you found out you had diabetes, you may not have known what to do. But now you know you have diabetes, and together we'll make a plan and be able to move forward with this. For those of you that might be newly diagnosed, coaching can really help build a foundation of knowledge and confidence during what can often seem like it's a very overwhelming time. But for those of you who've been managing diabetes for years, coaching can address different needs. Maybe you're experiencing diabetes burnout, or perhaps your life circumstances have changed. You've gotten a new job, you had some injury, relationship changes, or other health conditions. And all of these things can impact diabetes management. Take my client Mike, for instance. He'd been living with type 2 diabetes for 15 years, and he thought he knew everything that there was to know about managing his diabetes. But after Mike was hired, his routine changed completely, and his once stable glucose numbers started fluctuating. Through coaching, we helped create a new structure that matched Mike's retirement lifestyle while maintaining his health goals. And this was really impactful. So whether you're newly diagnosed or you've had diabetes for years, coaching can meet you where you are and helps you move forward from that point. Another concern I often hear is, I know what I should do, Keisha, but I can't seem to stick with it. And some of you ask, can coaching really help? First, I want to say you're not alone in feeling this way. The gap between knowing what to do and doing is where most people struggle, and that's completely normal. At Welldom, we don't focus on willpower or rigid rules. Instead, we help you understand the why behind your habits and build realistic strategies that actually fit into your lifestyle. Often what's missing isn't knowledge, but rather it's the accountability that's supportive and not judgmental. Is no judgment zone here. Also, what's missing is strategies tailored to your specific challenges and your specific lifestyle. We help you figure out what works. And then lastly, there's tools to manage emotional aspects of your diabetes and your mental health, because your mental health is just important as your physical health. And we talk about managing your emotions. Most people know they should check their blood sugar regularly, but many don't. And when we dig deeper, we discover it's not about forgetting. It could be about avoiding the potential disappointing numbers or feeling overwhelmed by the data without really knowing what to do with it. Coaching helps break down these emotional barriers by providing some context for your numbers. And then we celebrate your progress, not just the results. We work on developing a healthy relationship with the data and the numbers that you see, and we use them as tools rather than judgment. Diabetes can impact every aspect of your life, and coaching addresses the whole person, not just the medical condition. So I'm going to tell you about the Welldom difference, because that's what matters to me. So you might be saying, okay, Keisha, well, what makes Welldom different from other programs or any other apps that's out there? So let's talk about it. First, Welldom coaching is led by me, a certified diabetes care and education specialist. And this means that I passed the national board examination and I follow the best evidence-based practices for diabetes self-management. Second, our approach is rooted in my foundation and background as an occupational therapist, with principles that focus on meaningful daily activities and realistic habit formation. With over 23 years of experience in healthcare, I've seen what works and what doesn't work when it comes to making changes. Third, we provide truly personalized coaching. This just isn't about a generic one-size-fits-all thing. We take time to understand your specific goals, what your values are, your challenges, and your strengths. Your diabetes management plan should be as unique as you are, and we make sure that happens. Fourth, we focus on what's possible, not perfect. I always say no one's perfect. Many of my clients come to us feeling defeated by previous attempts at managing their diabetes. And our approach emphasizes progress over perfection. We help you build confidence and achieve wins. And finally, we understand that diabetes management happens within the context of your whole life, whether that be work, family, finances, cultural background, and other responsibilities. Your plan needs to work within your reality. So I always ask, what is your reality? So I want you to give me a call. If what I've shared with you resonates with you, I'd love to help you take the next steps in your diabetes journey. At Welldom, we offer a complimentary 15-minute consultation to discuss your specific situation and your specific needs to see if coaching is right for you. There's absolutely no obligation. It's simply a chance to explore how coaching might help you. During this session, we'll discuss your current challenges, what's worked for you or what hasn't worked for you in the past, and then what you hope to achieve through coaching with me. To schedule your consultation, just click the link in the description below that'll take you to our website, or you can visit our website at livewelldom.com and go to the inquiry box and let us know what services you need. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on thriving with diabetes. Remember, you don't have to navigate diabetes alone. With the right support, you can build a life where diabetes is a part of your story and not the whole story. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope to connect with you soon. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And remember, together, guys, we've got this.